Hey guys, what is up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review, where today we're finally taking a look at this part 7 Jason figure from Friday the 13th. Previously on the channel, I've took a look at a few Jason figures, and all from NECA, and I've mentioned a few times that I've got this part 7 pre-ordered. I mean, I had this guy pre-ordered before Christmas. I've been waiting such a long time, I've been so excited, and he's finally arrived, and he's looking awesome. So let's take a closer look at this figure, but before we do guys, let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys think of part 7? I personally really like it. I think it's quite an underrated film in the series, but part 7 is definitely a good one. It's not necessarily my favourite, but I do really enjoy it. Also, just overall, really like the look of Jason in it. I think it's a cool outfit and the mask and everything, which we'll see more of right now. So let's get into this figure. If you could do me a massive favour though, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's not wait any longer. Let's get into Jason. So here we have the NECA window box that I've said time and time again that I absolutely love, and it's held up once again. So let's look at the top. We've got this picture of Jason here, Friday the 13th, part 7, The New Blood, NECA, and then a wee warning here, ages 17 and up, although that's pretty old. I'm sure if you're younger than 17, you'll be able to play about with this guy. On the Friday the 13th, Jason is back. What did I just say? On Friday the 13th, Jason is back, but this time, someone's waiting. So yeah, if you've not seen this one, I'm not going to spoil anything. It's got a bit more of a supernatural vibe. The protagonist really kind of fights back with, yeah, something that's a bit different to the rest of the series. I do really enjoy part 7, definitely give it a watch. You've got this big knife splitting the two characters there, and that does really look nice. Really nice artwork, and just the glossiness and everything looks great. Friday the 13th, part 7, The New Blood. Nothing on the bottom here. We've got some credits though. If you do want to read that, hit the pause button. We've got a same sort of image on the side that we had on the top. Friday the 13th, part 7, The New Blood. I'm going to stop saying that now. Picture of Jason. Look at the back in a minute. Same image here. And yeah, the back is really nice. I do really like the back of the box here. So we've got a write-up. Friday the 13th. Oh, I just said I'm going to stop saying it. There's a curse in these woods. Jason Voorhees' curse. They say he died as a boy, but he keeps coming back. Few have seen him and lived. Some have tried to stop him. No one can. He's out there, waiting. Then we've got these awesome images. So I do believe these are product images. That looks fantastic. That looks so great. We've got Jason, we've got Jason, we've got Jason, and we have Jason. Just a lot of great images in the back here. And yeah, really like this box. I will put the figure back in the box because that's how I just display these NECA figures. Before we get them out, let's take a look at the inside. Just open the window here. Another product image, and here he is, and he looks like an absolute beast. Oh man, that head sculpt looks crazy. And then it looks like we get a lot, and I mean a lot of accessories. So as always, let's not wait, let's get them out and let's take a look at all these different pieces. And here is Jason out of the box, and this looks absolutely amazing. Looks like we get about 7 or 8 different weapons, as well as like a mask accessory. We'll take a closer look at that. An alternative head and alternative hands. I don't think NECA could shove any more into this box, even if they wanted to. It honestly looks great. So we'll just go around each accessory one by one, take a closer look at that, and then we'll take a closer look at this figure. First up, let's take a look at these longer weapons. So we have this, is this a hedge trimmer? I don't know what you're going to call it. This is going to rotate round. The blade itself looks pretty good. Definitely looks like some good metal to me. There's no blood effects or anything on it. Nice clean. And yeah, the detail on this is just great, as always. Going down, see a bit dirty at the top here. That's obviously intentional. Handle. Man, just the level of detail in these NECA figures blow me away every time. It just does look like a mini hedge trimmer from a distance. Like, great stuff. And then we've got this. I don't know what you call this. I've never seen one of these in my life, not even in B&Q. But this is what this is. Nice blade once again at the top, wooden handle, and you've got all the wee screws in there as well. So this looks really nice. And then since we've started on the right side, let's take a look at this alternative mask that is broken. There's no way to stick it together unless you want to glue that together. Don't know why you would though, it's just the same as the one he's got on, except yeah, it's broken. But I'm glad that we get it. Cool wee extra accessory. As I said, NECA have just crammed this box full with references from the film, so that's pretty cool. We'll see what that looks like on top of a head or something later. And then we get all these weapons over here, and we'll start off with the classic Jason machete. And I do really like the look of this. It looks a lot similar to the ones we've had before, and the difference here is it's a clean one. There's no blood or anything, but the blade looks really nice, and the handle as well. We've got all the wee silver divots and that, so yeah, really nice machete. Next up, we have this kind of butcher's knife, and I have to say I'm disappointed that at least not one of these weapons have blood stains on them. They're all clean, they're all like brand new, and they're really nicely done. I mean, look at the wood effects and everything in the handle there, and you've got those silver screws going through and everything. It does look really great. Each weapon looks like just a mini real life what it's depicting, you know. You've got an axe here, looks exactly like an axe, but I just wish one of these weapons would have had some blood splatters on them. Of course, it is Friday the 13th, it is Jason. We need to have some murders going on, so yeah, great accessories. It is a tiny little gripe, but you know, just something worth bringing it up. I mean, even in the wood there, you can kind of see it looks like his bloody hands been like on it, so I do really like that. Yeah. We've got this kind of metal spike here, and okay, maybe everything I've just said is kind of defunct because we've got a big blood stain going up. But I mean, I don't know, we've got a butcher's knife and an axe and everything, and there's no blood on them. There is just a lot of blood in this spike here, but pretty cool like that. Probably not going to pose him with the metal spike, or I'm quite into my machete and axe. And then we've got this scythe. There's that hair on it. Pretty nice. We've not been given something like this with a Jason before. I can't think of any other Jason that has this amount of accessories. I mean, I know NECA always give us a lot of accessories, but this part 7 does look like we're given a lot, and that is really great. Yeah, good detail in the handle there. Not really seen anything yet that's been disappointing or anything. We've got these hands, and yeah, these are gruesome. You can see the skeletal formation in his fingers here. Just the level of detail on these are great. I think the other one is pretty much just the same. Yep. Man, I love this. It looks so good. And then we get the alternative head. So I've not actually took a look at the head sculpt under here yet. We'll experience that together when I take his mask off. But here is the alternative head, and it looks gnarly. Look at his mouth and his teeth and the skin. It's all just decaying off. Of course, there is that bit in the film where, well, I said no spoilers. It's not really a spoiler, but it's a bit of a face reveal towards the end, and yeah. I think even for the time and everything, the makeup and special effects, they're not even that bad in this movie, if I do say so. But let's take a closer look at Jason. So here he is with his mask on, and the mask looks pretty good. As always with these Jason masks, they never really missed the mark or anything. Nice detail, just the way that the chevron there's like sorta, I was gonna say faded, it's not really faded, but it's just got a nice effect over this mask. Really, it looks a bit aged. Of course, he's missing a massive chunk off it. Crack up at the top here, which coincides with the big scar in his head. So yeah, really good mask on this Jason figure, but let's take the mask off and see what we're dealing with underneath. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I do prefer the other one with the open mouth. It looks a bit more scary and a bit nasty, but this is a good neutral posed Jason here. You see all the scars from the previous films on his head. Can really see those eyes as well. The teeth again, and just the skin. His skin's got a bit of an orangey browny kind of colour tone going on, but that is how I remember it in the film. So yeah, really like that. He's got this metal chain, of course. He's chained down underwater. He breaks that off, and I do like the way the chain kind of dangles around, and it looks like a good decaying chain with his decaying body here. I mean, that just looks awesome. I think this might be one of my favourite Jason figures. Even if Part 7 isn't my favourite Friday the 13th movie, this figure is awesome. Just the shirt torn to shreds, and you can see his rib cage underneath there and all the gruesome details. It looks like burnt skin. It looks like he's got like the worst burns known to man. And it's just all throughout the figure. We can see the hands here. It's the more of the skeletal. Oh man, the spine on the back. The back of this figure looks amazing. This really is like a Halloween piece. This is a scary figure. That back is awesome. I didn't actually expect that there. That is cool. And you've got the legs, just more of him busting through his messed up costume. We've got the boots. The boots could maybe be a bit more decayed. If this whole costume's like this and his skin's like this, I thought the boots would maybe have a few holes in them as well. And you get the back of the legs. Wow, yeah, NECA have absolutely blown me away with this one. Yeah, just quickly, you can sort of like mess around with this mask a bit, and it will sit on his head, and if you spend enough time, you'll get it in a better pose than I have right now. But you can see it just kind of sits on and creates this effect that it's bust open. And of course, if you swap the heads around, it'll look like he's bashing through that mask and coming to get you. So that's pretty cool. For some figure comparisons, here we have my only Michael Myers that I have out of box, and this is the NECA Rob Zombie Halloween Michael Myers. It's pretty old now, very limited articulation. We've taken a look at him a few times on the channel, comparing him to Jason's and things, and normally he's absolutely towering over other figures, but Jason is holding his own a wee bit. He's only a wee bit smaller, and I think with the colours and everything of these two, they actually look really well next to each other. But just the level of detail in this guy is outshining Michael Myers 100%. He looks so good. And then we have Part 7 next to Part 4 Jason. As I kind of mentioned earlier, this one comes with a bloodied machete. And yeah, Part 7 standing a lot taller than Part 4, and I do believe that is because it's different actors playing Jason. I think Part 7 is a lot taller. If I'm right, I think it's Kane Hodder's first film was Part 7. So yeah, it is to be expected, and once again, just the level of detail is completely outshining Part 4. I do love these earlier Jason figures, but as I said, I think Part 7 is my new favourite. And then we have Part 7 Jason next to NECA's Ultimate Chucky figure. And yeah, this figure is tiny, so fun to pose next to these larger horror villains, but yeah, good wee comparison. It would be funny displaying these next to each other, especially because he's so bright and cheerful in the kind of Chucky sadistic way, and then you've got this dark, gruesome Jason. And there we have it for this video, guys. Normally I would go over the articulation here, but it's nothing that we haven't looked at before on these NECA Jason videos, so if you are interested in the articulation side of things, feel free to check out another NECA Jason video. As far as I know, it's not too different. I think we can all assume what's going on there, but this figure is absolutely fantastic. It's blown me away. I was so excited for him, and it's definitely met all my expectations. The amount of accessories we get here is unreal. We get so many. I'm so happy with them all. Everything on this figure and everything we get with this figure looks absolutely fantastic, with the paint, the sculpt, the level of detail. As always, NECA have blown me away with this figure, and if you're looking to pick him up, 100% go and get this guy. He's worth every penny. There's nothing that's let me down while we've been looking at him. So that's my thoughts on the figure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, as well as let me know if you've seen part 7, or just let me know your thoughts on Friday the 13th. Let's have a Friday the 13th chat down in the comment section. While you're down there, guys, if you do me a massive favour, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll also leave my Instagram down in the description below, where you can feel free to go and check that out. I'm sure I'll have some pictures up of Jason over there. But once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I'll catch yous on the flip-flop later. Cheers.